Hello, I'm Lucy Hunter. Welcome to this Pilates class. You don't have to be super fit or young to do this class. Each of the exercises are graded, so you have different levels. So if you stick with your own level, you'll be absolutely fine. Enjoy the class.
Hello, good morning. So this morning we're going to do a Pilates class, and if you happen to have a bolster or one of those polystyrene rolls, then that'll come in really handy. So I'm going to show you how to work with that, but if you don't have that, don't worry. As long as you've got something to prop yourself up, some blocks, or a wobble cushion might not be high enough, a wobble cushion maybe on top of a block or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do then is if you have got your roll or your bolster, you're going to sit on the end of it, and then we're going to have some extra things ready just in case, and then rolling down so that your spine lands on it, and then you want to put a couple of blocks to catch your head. Now, depending on the state of your body, you might need to have your blocks higher. So, for instance, you might need to have your head quite a bit higher in order to get your shoulders open. Yeah, that doesn't look good, Rosie. That looks like you need to get more onto the bolster. Get your bottom right up on it, yep. And then you need something under your head because your bolster's not long enough. So you're going to need more height. Nope, you're going to need much more height. One block isn't going to do it. You need going to be 2 or 3. You can have a couple of blocks and then a cushion, something like that. Now, if you haven't got a bolster, what you can do is just have nothing under your head and just put a couple of blocks underneath. So you're going to, if you haven't got a bolster, you can just pop up like this in this position. So you've got your bottom higher and your shoulders rolling back and down. Okay. Right. Now that you've got into that position, I'm going to tell you that you need your belt. So you're going to have to get your belt. So the nice thing about using a bolster is it helps us to really tuck our shoulders under and open our chest. So if you're if you're just up on a few blocks, you can still get that nice feeling of opening the chest. Okay. And then we're just going to hug the right knee to the chest. And then exhale, stretch that left leg away. Keep your shoulders rolling back and down. Tuck your shoulders under. Breathe out. So a lovely long straight leg. And then release. Hugging that left knee, changing knees, hugging the left knee, straightening the right leg. And then release. Okay, and then we'll put both feet on the ground. Okay, take the arms wide. Now this is where your bolster is useful because you can really tuck your shoulders under and you feel how your shoulder blades go either side of your roll or your bolster. Take the arms wide, palms facing up. Yeah, Trish, is that a bolster you've got, Trish? Can you not put it long ways? And then as you exhale, you're going to cross your arms over your body. And then open. And then cross the arms over the body and open. So just do that a few times. Exhale. So as you open, exhale, really roll your shoulders back and down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lovely. A few more. Nice. And then release. Okay, so Trish, you missed the beginning, but you want to sit on your bolster at the end of the bolster and then roll down. So you've got your roll all the way on your spine. But you need a few things under your head. Right, from there, we're going to just take away something that's under your head so that your head is not higher anymore than your bolster. So I've got my head slightly lower. And then we're going to push up off our bolster, roll our shoulders back and down, feel that squeeze of the shoulders. And then as we exhale, cross the arms and open the chest, keep your hips lifting. Cross the arms, open the chest. Really take your shoulders away from the ears. Trish, can you work your body down? What are you doing? Okay, don't record this, Achim. Trish, you're sitting on your bolster. Sit up. Okay, now you sit right on the very end of your bolster. And now you're going to roll your whole spine down. So your whole spine is on it, your feet, and then you want something under your head possibly, but you might not need it. You've got quite a nice long one, haven't you? Okay, and then you're pushing up. And as you push up, you feel your shoulders open. Roll your shoulders back and down. Push your hips off. Lift your hips up. Lift your bottom off your bolster. And then we're just opening and closing. Okay, now we're going to take the right leg up and hold that right leg there, open and close. Yeah, don't worry about the right leg up, Trish. Just try and get the lift of the hips. Squeeze your shoulders together. Change legs. Lift your left leg up. Open. So it's quite a bit of a balancing act here. And then down. Lovely. Lovely. And then we're going to just hug the knees to the chest. Now, if you're on your bolster or your roll, you might find that's quite a balancing act. Let's see if you can manage it to bring both your knees to your chest without falling off. If necessary, you can have your hands on either side. Okay. Right, now we're taking the right knee. Squeeze it tight to the chest, straighten that left leg. Inhale, left knee back, swap knees, straighten right leg. So we're just swapping. Stretch. Now as you stretch, draw your belly in and up and open your chest. So you want to really have your shoulders rolling to either side of your bolster, of your roll. So we're moving the legs, stretching on the exhalation. That's it. Nice stretch. Keep your belly scooping and hollowing. Okay, now for those of you that find that easy, we're going to take the hands on the floor, lift the knees a little bit higher. So you want your knees over your hips, and we're straighten back and straight and back and straighten. So that's your start position. If you find that quite hard, you can have your knees closer into your chest, which makes it slightly easier. And you can also just do what we were doing earlier, which was holding your knee before you go. And that helps you to keep your core. But if you're able, you have your knees over your hips and we're just stretch, stretch. So scooping and hollowing, opening the chest. Keep our belly drawing in and up. As soon as you find that you're doming, that you're not able to keep your scoop, then you want to hold one knee with your hand. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release, and then hug the knees to the chest. That's it. Now pop something under your head, Trish, so that you can get your shoulders really tucking under. That's it. Yeah, no. Okay. Right, we're going to take our belt and lift up our right foot. Straighten the left leg. And see how much you can separate the legs so you're making a big scissors. Feeling that stretch in the back of the right leg. Keep the shoulders opening, rolling either side of your roll so you've got a lovely open chest. And bringing up that leg, we'll swap. Try and bring your leg up, keep it straight. So you inhale, sweep the leg up straight. You swap and sweep the leg down. Inhale up, change, down. Okay, now if you want to try go up a level, take your belt away. We'll do the same thing, but without the belt. Stretch, scoop. Keep holding, you keep using the belt unless you find that you can really keep your belly scooped and hollowed. Now, if you like, you can, no, we won't do both things. Okay. Lovely, and then release, and we'll hug both knees to the chest. Lovely. Now, catch around your right thigh. We're rotating that right foot. Change the direction of that rotation. And then left leg, catching around the left thigh, rotate. Change direction. Lovely. And then we'll just hug the knees to the chest again. So as we do that, really squeeze the knees as close as you can, and at the same time, open the chest as much as you can. So you want to bring your knees, use your hands to push your knees towards you, or if you want, you can put your belt around your knees. So a very active squeeze of the knees to the chest, at the same time, an active rolling of the shoulders back and down. So if you think about your, yeah, it's quite a good, it's a good test of balance. To be fair, it's harder to do it on a roll than it is on a bolster. Those bolsters squash, don't they? Okay, lovely. Now keep your knees nice and close to the chest, let go, take the hands on the floor. As we exhale, just let the knees go a little bit to the side, just so far that you don't fall off, but that you can go a little bit. Inhale, come back, exhale, change side. Inhale back. So we're just rocking from side to side, just so you begin to lose balance, but not before, and you can don't lose balance, and you can use your arm on the side you're going to support you, and then change. Inhale back. Exhale to the side. Inhale back. Keep going. So just really be aware when you bringing the knee back to the center that you're using your core. So you're drawing your belly in and up. You can have your fingers on the floor to push you slightly if you like. Let's do two more. 1, 1, 2, 2. Good. Lovely. And then release. Okay, we're going to stretch the arms, stretch the legs. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing. Long body. And then we're going to roll off our roll for the moment. And coming on to the left side in my case. So get your left arm along the floor and take your cushion under your ear. You want to lie in a straight line, but except we bring our feet forward so that we're not hollowing the back. Lifting that lower waist, we're going to reach up with the top leg. Inhale, let's make some circles. Now, if you find circles a bit challenging, we can just go up and down. Rosie, can you try and get your head in line? Have you got your head on? Oh yeah, you have, so don't put it forward, that's it. Keep your ear in line with your upper body, with your upper arm, I mean, with your upper inner arm. Yeah, no, that's not right. Yeah, that's better. It's better with there. Good, lovely. You can use your bottom foot to help support you. Right, we're changing our circles. Keep the lower waist lifting off the floor. Keep the movement under control. So if any time I say stop, you can stop. You don't have to, you're not using momentum. Three more. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. And then release. Right, we're going to bend our top leg. Place it onto your roll if you've got one. Maybe put something else as well. You want to ideally get your knee in line with your hip. And we're going to just, first of all, just stretch and lift the bottom leg. Lifting that lower waist. You want to make sure you've got some space under the lower waist. That's it, lovely. Okay, circles. Keep your legs straight. Try and get as big a circle as you can. If you find it's hard to get your leg circling, you can just keep doing up and down. Keep that lower waist lifting. That's it, Rosie. Rosie, lift higher, higher. Lift from the inner thigh. Change direction. And lift. Come on, lift. Rosie, lift that inner leg. Come on, up. Yeah, that's better. So really squeeze your belly. Oh, nice, Trish. Nice. Good. And release. Right, we're going to roll onto our belly. So we'll do a tummy one first before we do the other side. Now, if you've got your roll, you can place it just at the top of your leg. And then you're lying on the floor with the tops of your, just from the tops of your legs slightly lifted, so that takes off any pressure in the lower back. Stretch the arms out, forehead down. Okay, now take your right arm out to the right, and then loop along your right arm. Keep your arms straight. Relaxing the hips onto your cushion. If you're not using a roll, you can just prop some cushions under you. Okay, and then take that arm back up to the top. Look down, and we'll do the same on the left side. Take the left arm out to the left. Look to the left. You press your left hand on the floor. Straight arm. Lovely. And then coming back to center. Take both arms out to the side. Press both hands into the floor. Just relax your feet, relax your legs, and then as you exhale, look to the right. Breathing. Inhale back to center. Look to the left. Keep the hands pressing. Inhale back to center. So keep doing that, looking to the right. Keep the hands pressing on the floor. Keep the arms straight. Back to center. Change. Center. Looking to the right. Keep long arms. Left. Right. Lovely. And release. Okay. Take your arms up in front of you again. Forehead down. So have your feet a little bit apart, your legs apart, and just check that you're relaxed in your legs. Allow the front of your hips to soften onto your bolster or your roll or your cushions. Now we're going to slide our hands forward a little bit, and then imagine you're trying to push the floor away from your body and also push down into the floor to see how much you can come up. So initially your elbows are out to the side, shoulders away from the ears, feet relaxed, and then if you can start to bring your elbows in towards each other. Breathing, keep your front body, the front hips, keep them relaxed, don't on the bolster. Okay. Now you can slightly push forward a little bit, but just gently. Okay, and then down. Relax for a moment. You can take your head to one side if that's more comfortable. And notice how easy it is when you've got your hips lifted like this, just to soften in the base of the spine. So when we're ready, we're going to take the hands in. If you find that last one hard, take your hands further away before you push up. But if you find it easy, slide your hands closer in. So initially your elbows are out to the side. Imagine that you're pushing your fingers away from your body and also down. The elbows out to the side, and then we're rolling our shoulders back and down, and then if we can, bring the elbows towards each other parallel. So you probably find you can go higher than normal because you've got the support of the bolster. So breathing. But if you find that's pinching your lower back, go lower. Don't tolerate a lower back pinch. Okay. And then if you find that you're fine with that, you can walk your hands in even more. Straight elbows. Open the chest. So this helps you to get a lovely open chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you've had enough, just come down, but do what you can. And just notice how you can get more lift because of having the support of your bolster or your cushion. Lovely, and then coming down, relax. This time take your head to the other side. So really let your body rest heavily onto the bolster, onto the roll, onto your cushions. Okay, I'm just going to do that one more time. So go to your position that you found, your maximum position that you were able to tolerate happily, and come up, open the chest, breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. Lovely, and then rolling down. And then we're going to take our belt, catch it behind your back. So you're holding it with your arms about shoulder distance. If you find that you're quite flexible in the shoulders, then you can clasp your hands together. And then we're going to... it's not as easy. You might have to shuffle down a little bit. Then you're going to push away with your hands and lift your legs at the same time. You might need to come up a bit first. Yeah, that's it. So, or you might need to come back down, bring your bolster a little bit higher up toward your belly. So we want to be just balancing on our bolster, legs up, shoulders up. Squeeze the shoulders together. And then we can just rock a little bit. If you rock too far, then you're lost. Yeah. That's it, Rosie. Lift your legs higher. Yeah, you need to bring your bolster or your cushions a little bit higher up towards your belly to be able to get that lift. And then let's take the arms out to the side, lift the legs. So it's like you're cresting a wave, doing some wave surfing here. Open the chest. Lovely. And then see if we can slide your bolster a little bit further forward. And we'll try it with the arms up. Straight arms. Good. That's it. Very good, Truth. Yeah. Well done. Lovely. That's it, Rosie. Straight arm. Oh, dear. Very good. I think it's probably, yeah, you've got a bolster. You should be fine because it squishes down. So arms up in front of you, straight arms, lift your legs. Yep, that's it, Ruth. Beautiful. Breathing. Lift your legs higher, Rosie, so risk it a little bit. Drop your arms a wee bit and lift your legs higher. Great, and then release. Okay, so we're going to now... Very good, very good. Okay, so we're going on to the other side now. So have your cushion handy to put under your ear. Right, so we're lying on the, well, it's my right side. And take the right hand down, the palm faces down, and then you want to have your arms straight line with the rest of your body. But then just bring your feet forward. So you're hinging at the top of the legs, you're not hollowing in the lower back. Stretch through the legs, and we're going to lift that top leg. So we're making circles. Now, you can pop your hand on the floor for balance, but if you can, keep one arm up as you make your circles. So you're using your bottom foot to stabilize you. So just do the kind of circles that if you need to be careful with your hips, then you can just do smaller circles. But if you're feeling comfortable, just do lovely big circles. Round we go. Come on, Rosie, let's see a nice circle. Change the direction of your circles. Lift your arm up in the air if you can. Lift your lower waist. Two more. Lovely. Excellent. And then we're going to bring that leg forward, bend the knee of the top leg. So you want to have your knee in line with your hip. Stretch out that bottom leg. So just do lifts if that's better for you and you can keep a nice straight leg. But those of you that are ready, off you go, do your circles. So we're describing a really big circle. Don't forget to take the leg back as well as up. When you lift up more, Rosie, lift up from just above the knee on the thigh. Up and over, up and over, up and over. Change the direction. Keep that lower waist lifting. If you're just doing straight legs lifts, then that's fine. Just do your straight leg lift. 3 more. 1, 2. Straight leg, Rosie. Lift your lower waist. Good, and then release. Excellent. So you'll feel that you work your waist muscles when you do that, as well as you'll feel it in the inner thigh. Okay, so I want to just do another waist one. So we're going to be on our right hip. And then we're going to take our hand on the floor. Yeah, so stack your feet. So you want to have your top foot on top of your bottom foot. And then we're going to just lift up and take the top arm over. Now it's really important that your shoulder is above your wrist. And then down. If you find that easy, if you find it hard, then you can change to doing it with the forearm on the floor. But if you find it easy, we'll take it up a level. Just need to move this stuff out of the way. So we're going to do it with straight legs. So stretch your legs and bring your top leg over onto the floor, so it's over your bottom leg, and then press down on your hand, and then we're lifting. So be careful if you've got shoulder issues. Lovely. And then to change side, we're going to take both hands on the floor, so you're kind of going into a dog. Bring your shoulder over your wrist again, and swap. So you can do this keep changing. Don't lift your hip, keep your hips in a straight line. Come on, Rosie, off you go. And change shoulders over the wrists. And last one. Nice, lovely, Ruth. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Lovely. And then we'll finish off going into downward dog. Just use that as a recovery position. Lift your heels. Ears in line with your upper arms. And then we'll come down from there into pose of the child. So do that in whichever way works for you. If you need to be propped up or have your hips up or be landing, have your head landing on something a bit higher than the floor. But wherever you are, try and soften your ribs down towards your thighs. Relax your head. You can use your bolster to put your forehead on. or your cushion. Lovely. And then from there we'll go back to that position in a minute, but if you're knackered, you can stay with the resting. But otherwise, we're just going to try this. So, forearms on the floor, you're kneeling, tuck your toes under, so you come into elbow dog. And then as you exhale, bring your nose over your thumbs and back. Exhale, nose over the thumbs and back. So exhale to push back, inhale to come forward. Two more. Lovely. Rosie, what's happened to you? And then, we'll do pose of the child again. So if you find this more comfortable for you, you can put your forehead on a roll. Just slightly higher than the floor. That'll help you to get a longer spine. You can slide your ribs down towards your knees. And then as your body softens, you can let the head go lower. And you may be able to get your arms by your side, which means that your body falls more heavily onto your legs. Okay, and then open the chest, slide your body forward, take your hands behind your back to come up into sitting. And then if you take your roll in front of you, now if you've got if you're using a bolster, it's fine, but a roll is going to roll away, so you want to put something behind it. And then we're just going to put our feet up on a little bit of height. Take the right ankle in front of the left knee. If you're not feeling any glute stretch, come in a bit closer. So roll the shoulders back and down. Square the hips. If you need something under your head, pop it there. So go as close as you need so that you can feel that right glute is getting a stretch. You can take the right ankle lower, and also you can take the right knee back. That will give you a little bit more activity. Breathing. make sure that if you imagine you've got a marble in your navel, make sure you're rolling that marble down towards the pubic bone. So you're not letting your hip bones lift. Keep your shoulders tucking on there. Okay, we'll change side. You might find you get a different stretch on each side, so adjust for that. You want to make sure that you can keep the breath soft, but deeply breathing into the belly on inhalation and long, slow exhalation. Lovely. And then taking our bolster or roll onto the left, just let your knees now go over onto that. So as you take your knees to the left, you're rolling to the right. Just really let your body relax. So find a very comfortable position so that you can relax after all that hard work. If you did the hard work, you'll enjoy the relaxation the more. Yes, I'm looking at you, Rosie. And then we'll change side. Taking the knees over to the right and then rotating to the left. Lovely. So we've got a bit of time left. So from there, we're going to pop back onto our roll. So this is a kind of wind down. It's not going to be strenuous. So you want to have your hips on top of your bolster or your roll, and you want to have your shoulders rolling back and down. So nothing under your head. And then we're going to take our belt and just stretch up with both legs. Actually, first of all, just undo your belt so it's as long as it can be. And have your belt so it's even on either side, and then holding your hands. And then all we're going to do is, yeah, has everyone got there? Is exhale and just open your legs, let them slide either side of your belt. And then holding on to give yourself some support with your legs wide. Shoulders back and down, opening the chest. Breathe. So you can have your feet further away if that's easier on the hamstring. And because you've got your belt there, you've got the support. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then inhale, slide the belt to close. And then if you just bring your arms inside the belt, see how much you can take your feet over your face. Trish, are you okay? That bolster that roll might just be a little bit high for you because seems to be quite a big one. So you can just use a couple of blocks or something. And then again, opening up. The legs really wide as you can. And then once you've got them as wide as you can, then just support that with your hands on your belt. Taking the heels away from your face as you need. Shoulders tucked under. And then sliding close again. Elbows either side. Try and push your toes as if you're pointing your toes behind your head towards the floor. Yeah, Rosie, take your elbows inside and then outside. So like sort of thread them through. And then push the elbows to the floor. Like that. So you kind of take your elbow out to the other outside of the belt, and then you can push down on your belt. Nope, you haven't got it. Yeah, exactly. Thread it through, and then that's it. Yep. Yeah, and then down. And back. Lovely, and then release. Okay, so from there, we'll just bend the knees. Take one foot, then the other on the floor. And then turn your bolster around. So it's supporting a little bit more of your back, and then we're just tucking our shoulders under. Get a cushion. So where's my cushion gone? So we want to get a nice relaxation, a feeling of openness in the chest. So you can do that with just propped up on a pillow. So your bolster goes as high as the thoracic spine, and then your thoracic spine's falling off it. And if you want to be a bit higher, now really tuck your shoulders under, open the chest. Breathing. Notice how that gives you a real opportunity to open the chest in a way that counteracts a lot of the hunching that we do without realizing it. So if you do find yourself feeling a bit tight, yeah, you need to be If you find yourself, yeah, Rosie, slide down it a little bit more so you've got more of your back on the floor. Because that's pushing your, yeah. And you don't need anything under your head. Take away what you've got under your head. You can put something under your bottom if you want. So you just giving it, what we're doing here is opening the chest. So you want to have all your shoulders, all the shoulder blades on the floor. Yeah, you need to slide down a bit, Rosie. Oh, slide off it more. If you don't have room, slide the bolster further away. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Yeah, now you've got it. Because the whole point is, it's just to let. If you lift your hips higher than your shoulders, then your shoulders can actually then tuck under, in a way that normally when we're standing and hunching, they don't get a chance to do. Lovely. And then you can stay like that for a bit longer if you like, but from there we're going to then go into our ordinary relaxation on the floor. And if you want to use your bolster under your knees, you can do that, allowing if you're using something under your knees, just let your knees fall to the side, let your toes fall away from your heels, and then take the arms out to the side, let the fingers curl. And we're going to just allow the whole of the body weight with every exhalation to fall more heavily onto your mat. Particularly feel the back of the hips, back of the pelvis falling with each exhalation just a little bit more heavily onto the mat. And then as you're ready, we're going to bring our awareness to our body, lying on the mat, getting ready to move our fingers and toes, and just stretching our arms and legs. Just have a stretch. And we're going to roll on to one side and just stop on one side for a few breaths. So take your time to roll on to one side when you're ready. Just allow your body to be in that fetal position. Softly breathing. staying in that nice relaxed space. Lovely. And then when you're ready. Gosh, it is sunny, isn't it? That's great. We will roll on to one side. Lovely. Thank you all.
So thank you very much for joining in, and please leave me a comment to let me know how you got on, and if you would like to subscribe to my channel and like and share, then that helps to spread the yoga far and wide. Thank you.